Collective, you should have been buried and gone by now. There's somebody who is shocked and appalled that you are still here. Now, these are the words: buried, and it's something significant about the number 3. Okay, so it could have been, you should have been gone at least 3 months ago. Okay, there was a point in time where somebody had it figured you would be, here's your other word, buried, right? So buried, it was coming across in different ways. Of course, we know buried 6 feet deep. You're supposed to be out of there, right? But then there's buried, like buried in depression, buried in, all these negative things that are coming towards you, buried in like people are sending witchcraft and things that are supposed to take you down and take you under. You're supposed to be buried right now. Your relationships are supposed to be over. You're supposed to be down and out, okay? But you're not. You're still standing. You're still alive. And that can only mean one thing: the roles have been reversed. The person who has been looking at you, waiting for that time to come, is now hearing the clock tick in their world. Okay, so it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before everything comes to the surface. And it's not only things coming to the surface of what's been going on behind the scenes, but a lot of the reason as to why you can't be taken out is going to come up too. You're going to be surprised. Your family's going to be surprised. Your friends going to be surprised, because God is revealing you in this season in a way that is totally undeniable. We're talking about public respect, public recognition. Okay. And also, things are coming out again. It's going to be some public, open things about you. God is revealing a lot of the chosen ones' superpowers, right? And I think, because remember, this is Supernatural September. I think a lot of our powers are being activated in this September because God is doing something different all over the world. The whole world is about to be shaken. And they're starting with us and these activated new superpowers. And some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, but some of y'all, you ain't been activated yet. But you about to start slaying demons in a way that you never thought you could. Okay? You about to surprise yourself and everybody around you with what happens next. Okay? But let's talk about it. Let's jump into it. We're gonna start with an oracle card. You were supposed to be gone. You were supposed to be buried 3 months ago. At least 3 months ago. You're still here. All right, oracle card. Let's kick it off. Ooh, blossom. Not only are you still here, you're growing. Oh, y'all know when we get this card, how I be telling you, you take energy and you alchemize it. So in the last reading, we were talking about they threw you boulders, right? So imagine that's the boulder that they threw, and you alchemized it and you turned it into this beautiful ball of sunshine. And now you're about to release it, or you're about to shine in a way that you never have before. Now, this card traditionally in traditional tarot, the 20 major arcana, this is the judgment card too. So it's like, in one way, the things that you were judged on, you're alchemizing them, and then the judgment is going back onto the other person. Okay. Also, things that you thought were sleep, things that you thought were dead and buried, they're coming back to life. Traditionally in the tarot, this is represented by a graveyard, and it's an angel, and all the dead people are waking up. Okay, we waking up things from the dead. We waking up things from the past. All them skeletons in the ground, they're coming up. Okay, and you're gonna be shocked and surprised, and somebody else is gonna be shocked and appalled when they get that mirror held up to them. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna be jumping into these tarot vibes. Very first card: you were supposed to be buried 3 months ago. Wait, remember I said traditionally in the traditional tarot, this card is represented by the graveyard, and you were supposed to be buried? Come on now. All right. Very first card, current vibe and energy. You're supposed to be gone 3 months ago. Ooh, but what did I say? Not only are you still standing, you're like thriving, you're growing, you're alchemizing the energy. Look at there. Then also this dog is representing, you got a fight inside of you that nobody but the chosen got. It's another piece of a fight inside of you that people don't anticipate. See, they don't see that dog. They just see you standing there looking cute. But then that dog come out. Some of y'all got a dog fighting spirit There was this dog, his name was Monster. Somebody was messing with the owner, and that dog, Monster, went and clipped the jaws on that other dog and would not let him go until he died. He made sure they had to bury him, right? So the same thing they send and think gonna bury you. Surprise! You had a little trick up your sleeve. You had something that God gave you, major arcana, that trumps the enemies, that trumps any and everything that tries to come against you. Okay, so you were supposed to be buried, but they got trumped or something. I keep getting that. I ain't talking about the president. Okay, I'm talking about there's an override in your system, right? Let's say there's computer systems and nobody else in the whole world is able to get past a certain point, an access point. But you, what you have, what God gave you, this golden ball, it gives you access. Okay. You get to override the system. It's kind of like, in a way, some rules don't apply to you, spiritually speaking, metaphorically speaking, however you want to put it. You override the system. Take it how that applies. What we got going on in the background, though, it's something going on in the background lurking that you don't know, but we're gonna reveal it right now. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna be some love that come out of this. Okay, this says bliss, family, fulfillment. All right, so this is the total package. This is everything coming full circle. This is also joining forces. There's also partnership. So for a lot of you guys who feel like how this person is standing there alone, they're alchemizing everything on their own. Bow. There could be a partnership brewing for you. All right. And also for some of you guys, and it could be romantic, it could be business, it could be whatever, however it resonates with you. But I'm getting the energy of this person standing right there is you, but that's that dog. So you got a dog fight spirit, or you got somebody who is coming in, being developed for you, who is, they a dog. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, they a dog, like they get down for you. Okay. So that's what we got going on in the background. Also, remember I was saying your family gonna be surprised. Your friends gonna be surprised. Your community is gonna be surprised. The world is gonna be surprised. Everybody's gonna be surprised. And there's gonna be public respect, public recognition, public acknowledgement. This is what that's saying as well. But some of you guys, you've been hidden for so long and you haven't been heard for so long that when it finally happens for you, the key word here is bliss. So not only are you not getting buried, but there's reason to celebrate. There's a big celebration coming for you too. Okay. And I'm also getting meeting of the minds. All right. Keep that in mind. Let's see what we got. What's high vibrational? What's positive about this entire thing? Ooh, come on, star card. What? That's another major arcana. So again, public, loud, your family, your friends gonna know. It says shine, fame, and glow. And what we got right here, shine, I see it. It's glowing gold. But right here, you popping in this blue. Okay. And so this card also represents a lot of hope. Okay. You got more power. You got more star power or ability than you think. Also, the way all this blue is set up, throat chakra type energy coming through real strong. We've been talking about like speaking up and speaking the truth and speaking the things that God has deposited inside of you to say. And this is saying, man, listen. They listening. Or you look good when you saying what you say. You in position. Okay. A lot of y'all got that star power, that quality, that energy. And I feel like it's playing into that everybody's going to be surprised. It's like I walk away, like I dug a ditch. I threw you in it. I threw the dirt on top of it. And by the time I pulled up to my house, you was already there with the Lambo. Didn't I just bury you? How you change your clothes so fast? How you get clean that fast? You was dirty. When I say a quick turnaround, just as quick as she whirling this ball around, it's about to be a quick turnaround. How you get from point A to point B so fast? How did you get clean so fast? I thought I threw dirt on you. I thought I threw dirt on your name. I thought I threw dirt on your reputation. I thought I buried you. How you do that? Supernatural, September. That's how. Chosen one activation. That's how. Okay. So again, shocking. Like, how did you do that? Okay. That's the main question I keep hearing. How did you do that? Houdini type stuff. You was supposed to be buried. You was down there in the water, in a cage. You had on locks on your arms. You had on chains. There was no key. How you do that? Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at the low vibrational end. What is something that you need to watch out for? This person who thought you would be buried by now, what they should have watched out for. What do we got? The Ace of Cups. Now, in any other place, this would be their celebration, right? If it was in any other positive, high vibrational space. But the problem is this is the low vibrational space. It says overflow, renewal, abundance, all dried up. All dried up, right? Now ain't no overflow, ain't no renewal. Everything is old. Everything is shriveled. Old news. Yesterday, the past, right? And it's about abundance. No, broke, losing it all. So remember I was saying what's going on with you? Okay, somebody was having like a solo celebration. Remember I said they was out there digging a ditch. It wasn't a whole group of people that they had. They don't need all those witnesses, maybe one or two people, but they was out there digging that ditch for you. And they were supposed to be celebrating, or somebody was supposed to be secretly celebrating at home, laughing at you, looking at your social media, laughing at you, looking at, your woe is me party, laughing at you. But this is your celebration, not theirs. This is where you'll be popping the champagne. Okay, so reverse. It's not your victory. It's not their victory. It's yours. It's not your burial. It's theirs. Okay. So let me clarify. What's low vibrational? What they should have watched out for? There ain't no celebration coming for you. You can go ahead and put the cork back in the champagne, baby. Ain't no popping bottles for you. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got. Next 7 to 14 days as it pertains to this vibe. What are we looking at, collective? Ooh. Is that who? Is that the person? Okay, now this could be business, this could be romantic and all of that. But remember, I said something is coming, somebody is coming. I said you had a dog, and it was a good thing. So even if like let's say you a fella watching this may be somebody who come in and know what to do with a certain situation. They got business savvy. They know how to move, right? They want to put you in position, or they see what you're working with. And again, ladies, this is for you obviously as well. But it's like somebody know how to move with this. Somebody not only see that you're not buried, they see you thriving and they're right there with you. Now this says mega bucks, provider, investor. Remember I kept saying public, like they at this event. But let's say the friend of a friend invited somebody, okay? And it's like I'm getting something about going through the grapevine where somebody thought their victory, even though they would celebrate in private, it's like your victory is going to be public. Okay. And this is what's going to be attracting so much attention. Okay. You were supposed to be buried 3 feet deep. 3 feet deep. You're supposed to be buried 6 feet deep 3 months ago. Okay. Something significant about 3 months ago, but you're thriving. You're better. Something went faster. It's like you're getting better. Your alchemy skills are goodness. The turnaround time on your alchemy is crazy. All right. Let's see. Bottom of the deck. What do we got? Ooh. Okay. Now we're going to break this down in 2 separate ways. First of all, this is the 8 of Swords. Okay. Watch this. Trapped, restricted, worried. You're supposed to be buried. You're supposed to be buried, feeling trapped, buried, restricted, buried in your worries. Reverse. That's why we started off with this. So if this is the person who was looking for you to be buried, this is their current energy. Somebody is looking at you. Look at you. Look at you. You're all in blue shining and they in blue whining. You in blue standing there looking good and happy, and they somewhere crying. If you look, her palms are sweating. She's scared. She nervous. He or she took out applies. They know they messed up. I was burying you, and then by the time I got to my house, you was standing there looking at me like that. So I had to run away and go to the park, and now I'm just swinging on the swing, nervous. Because I know if you ain't buried, then what do that mean for me? Should have thought about that. Should have thought about that. Okay. So, yeah, y'all. Oh, and this is what I wanted to say. If this is you've been feeling like, oh no, I'm buried. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Baby. Reverse. You're going to use the power of your alchemy, and you're going to not just even send it back, but you're going to make something out of it. You're going to make a mountain out of a molehill, right? You're going to do something. You're going to do something. And it's going to look very magical to all the people who are watching. And again, that question, how did you do that? Again, you're going to do something, and the question come again. How did you do that? All right, chosen, you know what you got to do. All right, so that's what I give you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, get in the comment section, let me know how this video resonates with you. Run on over to waterstarvibes.com and grab the Urban Suburban Tarot, which is the deck we used today. All right, so thank you guys so much once again, and I'll see y'all in the next video.